It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back November 18th of the year 2023 when the Nashville Predators were having a matinee showing versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Head coach Andrew Burnett deployed his line combinations in the following way: Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Nyquist; Sherwood, Glass, and Evangelista; Trennan, Parson, and Sissons; Smith, McCarron, and Tomasino make up your fourth line. Your defensive pairings are Yossi and Fabra, Luzon and Carrier. Still no Ryan McDonough. Stastny getting his first opportunity of the season, and Barry now down there on the third pair, with Lankinen getting the very rare home start for the backup goaltender. We are just 26 seconds into the game, and it's Alex Carey off to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking, so we'll get that first special teams scenario immediately. Lankinen would come up with a save on Perry. It would be the first shot on goal of the game. Then Trennan would put up an incredibly strong penalty kill shift and some good work out there. 2:33 in the first period. Lankinen comes up with a save on Foligno at 3:13. Lankinen a save on Johnson at the 3:38 mark. Soderblom comes up with a save on Philip Forsberg. It's the first shot on goal for the Nashville Predators at 3:56 of the first period. Soderblom comes up with a save on Yossi plus his follow-up jam. 5:56 into the first period. It's Kevin Lankinen coming up with a save on Donato. Soderblom back to work at 7:07 of the first period with a save on Sherwood plus the rebound follow-up by Glass. Some good back and forth and some good pace to the game here early in the first period. At 11:06 of the first, it's Hall pass to the slot. He cannot connect. He tried to outweight on the 2-on-1. Delay, throw the pass to the slot. Does not connect. There was a wide open net there on the play. Lankinen is able to survive this situation, then come up with a big save on Reichel just a few seconds later through some pretty intensely heavy traffic there in front of him. At 12:07 of the first period, Yakov Trennan's first goal of the season. We've been waiting on this one for a long time. It's a shot from the high slot off of the D, just enough of a deflection to make a difference. Parsons' screen also making a difference on this play for Yakov Trennan. Good to see him on the score sheet. His first of the season gives the Nashville Predators a 1-0 lead here in the first period of Bridgestone Arena. 14:13 of the first period. It's Reichel off to the box. 2 minutes for holding on Parson. Parson again doing a really good job bringing the effort out there and staying on his skates. Lankinen comes up with a shorthanded save on Vlasic's breakaway, a really big moment early in this game. Parson loses the handle on the between the legs move in the slot, does not get the shot on goal. 17:12 of the first period. Perry's off the box. 2 minutes for tripping on Tomasino, to the delight of the Nashville Predators fans at Bridgestone Arena. O'Reilly would catch iron on this power play before Nyquist would put the puck in the net for his second goal of the season. It was a rebound kick from the blade to the stick blade and in. This is good grease right here. This was a good hard-working goal. Nyquist, O'Reilly, both on each side of the blue paint working hard to get the rebound. It was Nyquist who was able to get to it first, and the good quick move to kick it to the stick blade was so good and slick that they had to go ahead and take a quick look at it, but obviously a very, very good goal. Highlight reel worthy grease on this one. Nashville Predators hold a 2-0 lead here on the power play goal by Nyquist at the end of the first period, out shooting Chicago 13-9. We are 1:30 into the second period. Lankinen coming with a save on Hall after Barry's terrible turnover, backing into his own zone, could not control the puck. At 1:48 of the second period, Lankinen coming up with a save on Hall. 4:42, Lankinen a save on Bedard. A choppy first 5 minutes between both of these teams. No pace at all. A lot of whistles. Soderblom comes up with a save at 5:47 of the first period on Stastny. It's the first shot on goal for Nashville in the second period. 6:33, Lankinen comes up with a save on Foligno. 7:20, Lankinen a save on Hall. 9:10, Lankinen a save on Jones with a big kick out right here, trying to get rid of that rebound all by himself. Soderblom back to work at the middle point of the period at 10:12. The Nashville Predators finally starting to get their skates under them in this period. They were into a defensive shell for the first 10 minutes, trying to protect that 2-goal lead. And Soderblom has to come up with a save right here. Luzon backhander, second shot on goal of the period, only for the Nashville Predators halfway through the period. 10:43, Lankinen a save on Reichel. 12:26, Lankinen a save on Donato's backhand. Post sealed very well on the short side, not allowing any scoring opportunity. But at 13:05, while the Preds are continuing to be in that defensive shell, it's Kurashev's third goal of the season. It's a rebound jam on Bedard's shot. Chicago's net front was just owning it on this play. Kurashev doing a great job. Nashville Predators did not do a very good job, especially Luzon in particular on this battle. Nashville still leads 2-1, 13:05 into the second period, 13:43 of the second period. Soderblom coming with the save on Parson at close range. Parson doing a good job getting in there for that scoring opportunity. 15:01. Lankinen back to work on Kuczynski. 16:20. It's Cole Smith getting the Nashville Predators an incredibly greasy goal, going to the hard area and getting the job done. His third goal of the season is a double rebound jam. The setup in the corner work by McCarron, then Tomasino puts the puck on the net, and then it's Cole Smith digging the first rebound opportunity out and then getting to the second rebound opportunity before anyone else could and putting that puck into the empty net. An incredibly good, hard-working effort goal by Cole Smith on this one for his third goal of the season, and also for the Nashville Predators, their third team goal, giving them a 3-1 lead and their 2-goal lead restored. At 16:55 of the second period, Perry off the box, 2 minutes for tripping on Cole Smith. So Smith just scored the goal. Now draws a power play for his Nashville Predators. Soderblom comes up with a save on Forsberg. Glass brings the jam. Nashville Predators unable to convert on this power play, and the final minutes of the period go by rather quietly. Nashville now out shooting Chicago 23-18 for the game and leading 3-1. We flip over to the back of the sheet, and just like we started the first period, we start the third period with a penalty in the first minute against the Nashville Predators. 55 seconds in, Trennan's off the box. 2 minutes for high sticking. This came in the offensive zone, whipping around to try to get to the puck, but he whipped the stick recklessly, and we're all responsible for the stick out there on the ice. Lankinen comes up with a save on Jones. That is Seth Jones. Lankinen then comes up with a save on Perry, and another save on Hall. Lankinen standing tall on this particular penalty kill situation yet again for the Nashville Predators team. At 3:15, just after the penalty expires, Lankinen comes up with a save on Radish at 4:36 of the third period. It's Soderblom coming up with a save on McCarron. He used his head while he was down on his belly, kind of a cobra situation, and it ricocheted off of the post after going off of the mask of Soderblom. So McCarron making a difference in this game again. 5:08 of the third period. Soderblom with a save on Luzon. 7:27 of the third period. Lankinen coming up with a save on Kurashev, plus a follow-up by Foligno. 8:53 of the third period. It's Soderblom coming up with a save on Sherwood at 10:38 of the third period. Soderblom, another save on Nyquist and his backhand off of the rush. Nashville Predators doing a good job of continuing to skate and push offense after being in that defensive shell that almost led to another blown 2-goal lead earlier in this game. At 11:03 of the third period, it's Lankinen coming up with a save on Foligno's jam off of Bedard's setup from below the goal line. Really good greasy scoring opportunity here by Foligno. He goes to the net hard and certainly is willing to compete, battle, and pay the price, and he did so in this situation. Lankinen gets the best of him, though. 12:15 of the third period. There's Johnson scoring his fifth goal of the season. It was Corey Perry absolutely raising all kinds of hell with Roman Josi. They're in the blue paint, and the sharp angle shot goes off of Josi's pant leg and into the net. Lankinen never really had a chance on this one. Johnson's fifth goal of the season makes it 3-2 in favor of the Nashville Predators. Chicago's second goal of the game. That with a little bit of life, the Blackhawks go back to work, and at 14:26, Soderblom keeps them in the game with a big save on Parson. We'd see the empty net scenario at 17:57 of the third period. It would take all the way to 19:49 of the third period before Cole Smith would get the empty net goal for the Nashville Predators. His fourth goal of the season, also the team's fourth goal of the game, giving the Preds a 4-2 win. And it would be Seth Jones and his plan to tie this game going all wrong as he tried to go spinorama with 6 skill in the neutral zone. He ends up having the puck stolen from him, and then Cole Smith just outworks his harassment from behind all the way to the empty net, stuffs it in, giving the Preds that 4-2 lead, and final is 4-2 as well. Preds out, shoot Chicago 32-31. A very, very chaotic final 2 minutes of the game with the extra attacker, but neither team was able to take advantage of the scenario. It was just a lot of choppy play, bouncing pucks, and plays around the wall until the Nashville Predators got the empty net goal with 11 seconds left, and they get out of there with the victory on home ice at Bridgestone Arena, letting the crowd spill out on an early afternoon right there onto Broadway in the Music City area on going to be a hell of a party down there. So the Nashville Predators did what they have to do. They get a victory. It wasn't the prettiest game ever, but they led all the way through. They did not blow a 2-goal lead in this game, and that is fantastic news. Now, it's going to take a much better game, much better effort to beat their next opponent, the Colorado Avalanche, but for today, the Nashville Predators carry the victory 3-2 on home ice over division rival Chicago Blackhawks and avoid being in last place at the end of this weekend. That's going to do it for the Reader Sports Full Game Recap. Full analysis, stats, box score, and more coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.